Good morning. It is friggin' freezing outside right now. It's probably like 36 to 38 degrees. And none of my clothes or shoes dried out. Everything is soaking wet still. And I put it all back on. And I am freezing cold. But we're hiking, so I'll start warming up eventually here. Ugh, the worst right now is my feet. Because my shoes are just like... Water temperature is 36 degrees in shoes that are just waterlogged. Oh, my feet are just friggin' freezing right now. But on a positive note, we are mountain climbing today, so that'll warm me up. And we got the White Cap range. It's like 4 or 5 peaks or something like that. We'll go over for like 7 miles or so, and then that's it. There's no mountains. And it's gonna be flat for like 60 miles. Till we get to the end. Whew. But it's totally clear, extremely cold, and we should have some awesome views in a little bit once we get to some of these peaks, I think. There's something else I just noticed. That's a fresh bear track. That one there, and I think right in front of it, that one right there, that's a bear track. These are fresh. Late last night after it stopped raining, or very early this morning, and he is heading my way, as in we're going the same direction up a hill. So I'll keep my eye out. This is just really cool and beautiful. I hope the camera's picking up the colors because I'm right about to walk into the line of the sun, and right now the sun is just up on the tops of the trees, and because all the trees are changing fall colors, like yellows and golds and stuff up there, it's just kind of like reflecting this really cool golden color. Easy uphill, just stair-stepping. Here's the top of the first peak for the day. Gulf Haggis. And we're kind of socked in the weather a little bit. I hope that clears up later. Easy trail between the peaks. Of course, right as I end that last clip, now the trail's going straight up. And as a side note, I just remembered in the shelter last night, so I was all alone until after sunset, and then 4 people I've been hiking around showed up, and then another 4 showed up, so it was pretty crowded, but a good group of hikers. We're passing the top of the White Cap West Peak. Moving on to the next. Here's the top of Hay Mountain. It's just one more peak for today. Made it to the top of the very last peak before Katahdin, White Cap Mountain, 3,644 feet. Logan Brook Lean-To is 1.4 miles from here. And we'll take a break there. Katahdin itself is right about that way, and it's 100% clear visibility. If we can ever get a view out that direction, we are definitely going to see it. There's just no views that direction. We can see most everywhere else, though. There's the first view of Katahdin. That's the tall one out there. You can see the trail goes that way. We're gonna go down, and that's it. And it's flat for the next 50 miles. 50 miles all the way to Katahdin. So far, this is some relatively easy downhill. At the Logan Brook lean-to. Just a quick break here. Maybe fill up on water. And then moving on. I still got like 12 miles to go. And I may try to push past that even. Done with our quick break. Easy terrain so far. I can only hope that it's like this for the next 50 plus miles. And I can make my schedule no problem. I hate being in a rush, but I'm like, I'll describe it in another day or two of what all the circumstances are going on, but there's like so many factors that are pushing me to do like 20 plus mile days every day. This is like one section I didn't want to race through, but now I have to race through it. I have to summit Katahdin because all these other factors. Anyway, the next shelter is actually pretty close from here. I think it was less than, it was like 3 miles or something like that. So maybe we'll pop in there for just a second and then move on again. And here's the next shelter. That was a quick jaunt over. Terrain's been mostly good. What's interesting is this one says it's called the Pleasant River Lean-to, but in the guides it's called the East Branch Lean-to. It does say east on the little crossbeam there, so I don't know. I'm probably not going to stay long. Just in and out. It's a very nice little picturesque spot though. There's tons of room for tenting, it looked like. Done with our break, and just a short jaunt from the lean-to is the east branch of the Pleasant River. Looks like we can easily, sort of easily, rock hop it across up to the other side. A-Ball Bridge, 47.2. That's the end of the 100-mile wilderness. That's where I'm racing to meet my dad in, what would it be, 2 days? Something like that. 48 hours from now? Something like that. For the last few miles, this has been really nice, easy cruising terrain. I think I'm less than a mile to the shelter I'm intending to stay at for tonight. And I think I can get there before 4 o'clock. And really, I should push further just to make up the miles. But I am tired, and my feet are sore, and my shoes have been still wet all day. So I'm just gonna have to take a break, reassess what I'm doing, see how far I can get, maybe. I don't know. Undecided on what I'm gonna do. Okay, this was the intended goal for tonight. Cooper Brook Falls Lean-to. And it's before 4 o'clock. And you can hear the falls in the background. That sounds kind of cool. Some of the reviews in Guthook said this was one of the best shelters on the trail as far as location and beauty. Yeah, so let's see what we got here. Kind of a small, slanted at angle shelter. But yeah, the location's really nice. No one's here yet. Not surprising, so I'm really early. We are right on the water. Let's see. Oh, that's a super beautiful little cascading falls. Yeah, that's really cool. don't even know if I've quite seen anything like that on trail yet. This would be the place to go swimming on a hot day, just kind of tool around in the water some. Okay, I think I'm just gonna stay. My feet need a break. They're just damp walking in wet shoes. I need to give my shoes more of a chance to dry out. All things considered, with the terrain and starting out half the day with the mountaintops and the ups and downs and stuff, it wasn't too steep and all, but I made really good time getting through all that. So we did 19 miles or so today, and I got here at 3:30. So looking ahead, everything is just much flatter. Hopefully it's similar to what it was last couple miles coming into here. I can just cruise and do sweet time for the rest of the mileage, hopefully. So I think I'm just going to stay here tonight, and tomorrow will be like a 20-something plus mile day, and then the next day when I meet my dad, it'll be closer to like a 23 and a half or 24 or something like that. So I think I can cruise fast enough and get up early to where I can still meet him on time. So I'm just going to stay here and not put any extra miles. Just give my feet time to rest, just enjoy the beautiful scenery. This is a really nice location. Just with the river and the falls and everything right up the front door. Got a nice white noise from the falls. We'll keep the snorers down. I'm imagining a lot of the same group that I was with at the last shelter. We've kind of been around each other for a bit. Most of them will probably end up here, but I don't know after how long. Hopefully they cruise in here before coming in at sunset or anything, but I'm just going to take care of the usual. Start getting some food going, and just chill, rest my feet, and all that good stuff. But we'll check back later. Since my plans have changed so much, I was going through my food, and I've definitely got a full days of extra food, so I just heated up and added water to that one. And then later I'll probably finish off beef stroganoff, and I've got a bunch of extra snacks, and I still have plenty of extra stuff for the next 2 days. I'll get rid of some weight and just total calorie load tonight. Well, while there's a little bit of light left, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm still alone in the shelter. I didn't eat that second mountain house meal. That first one was filling. It was light on calories, but it was filling enough, so I just saved the other one. Anyway, I'll let you know in the morning how many people cram in. I'm expecting a whole lot to show up eventually, maybe closer to sunset in a little bit here, but overall I'm happy with the time it took to cover the distance and the type of terrain, so I am definitely feeling more confident to finish through the rest of the 100-mile wilderness in a decent amount of time. And yeah, we'll push big miles for tomorrow and the next day, and the terrain should be really flat and smooth from here on out. We may get another view of Katahdin, I think, at some point, either later today, tomorrow, or that last day or something like that, before we actually hit A-Ball Bridge. There might be some views, but we'll see when we're coming up. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you all in the morning. Good morning. Another super cold morning in central Maine. It was definitely like, it's in the 30s. But something else I was thinking about is I think this is my second to last night on trail. Tonight's, wherever I end up at, I may be at the shelter, or I may shoot for a stealth site a little bit further, but tonight will be my last night sleeping on trail. And the next night after that I'm in a hotel, and then I summit, and then I'm in a hotel again. So that's kind of crazy to think about. And this is the, what do we got, 3 days left of hiking, including today. And it's coming down to it. We only got so much miles left. as far as people around the shelter last night, just before sunset, I think, just around that time, they had a group of 3 I'd been hiking around showed up, so we had plenty of space inside the shelter. It was just 4 of us total. So we're kind of getting spread out again as far as the other groups that I've been around, but I'm sure we'll all kind of bunch back up again in Baxter State Park. Something else I've been thinking about, since the train is like super flat and I'm just flying 3+ miles an hour down the trail. Ever since really kind of the beginning of the trail, I've always thought it would be cool to do a mountain marathon, which is when you do a 26.2 mile day. And since I've only got kind of 2 hiking days here before I enter Baxter State Park, and my mileage is limited once I get into there, today's kind of the last opportunity to do that. So I don't know. It is possible. I just keep on speed walking today and do as many miles as I can. I mean, it could be a 30-mile day with the terrain this easy, but we'll see. This could be the day to push it up. Trail intersection here. Potawajo Spring Lean-To 3.5. Man, we're making great time. I'm still just cruising super quick. Popped out to a sandy beach. This is Joe Mary Lake. I feel like this is just one of those spots that's like so nice, I'm just gonna stay. I was thinking of pushing on to the next shelter, it's like another 2 miles from here, and then maybe doing some lunch and stuff, but I'm just gonna stay here and do lunch. I think I mentioned I never ate that second beef stroganoff Mountain House meal, so I'm just gonna have this and just chill here. It is like super nice, warm, it's a perfect day. Alright, time to head out. I got miles to do. That was a very lovely break. I was there for over an hour. Got a belly full of food. I just gotta warm my feet up a little. And we'll be back to our cruising speed. Potawajo Lean-To. Just down there. We'll just poke in for a minute, I guess. Only a few of these left to see on the AT. It's kind of boring how they all have the same design, though. A nice, pretty quiet little area. Let's see, we got Wadley Stream Lean-To. That was my original intended destination for today, 10.1 more miles. And the A-Ball Bridge, 32.6. I gotta be there by tomorrow. Tomorrow before sunset, pretty much. And yeah, I think I'm just going to keep up the pace and push extra miles today, so I've got less to worry about tomorrow. I feel like this is the easiest trail of the entire AT right now. I'm walking along this lake shore, and it looks like a little free-use canoe again. I think this was something like Pamadam Cook Lake, or something like that. Might be a little tricky to launch it out of here, though. Oh, holy moly. That's a bit of a surprise. There's Katahdin right there. That is such a majestic mountain. Today is the perfect day to go summit. Man, look at that thing. Found another snake. This one almost looks slightly different than the other ones I've seen around here. Just a slightly different color pattern. I feel like this is just one of the best days on trail I've had. Just perfect skies, great weather temperature, beautiful views, beautiful view of Katahdin. Best day of my life. There's the next shelter. Namakanta Stream Lean-To. We'll take a break here and see what kind of distances we have left and see how far I still want to push it. This one looks like a nice, newer, big one. Definitely room for more than 6 inside. Cool. Back on trail. So from here we got 5.8 miles to the, I think it was the Wadley Shelter. And that's the original intended destination for tonight. I'd like to go some miles past that, but I still don't know how far exactly I'm going to make it. I think I'm just going to get to the next shelter and then reassess from there based on what time I get there. On the shores of Namakanta Lake. Lots of locals and stuff in the campgrounds in the vicinity nearby. It's a very popular area apparently. Alright, we're getting back on trail. Wadley Stream Lean-To 2.5. Unsupported Mountain 4.6. There were stealthing options up there. Thought it was further-ish away than 4.6, but I was gonna say we'll get at least to the next shelter, and then I'll reassess my game plan. I got tied up in some trail magic. The group by the lake here that I thought was just some locals camping, because this is a popular camping area, turned out to be some other through hikers that had already finished. So they had come back here and were doing trail magic. So we were hanging out with another group I've been around, and had some nice drinks and donuts and Oreo cookies, and everybody was just chilling. So I don't know, I was hanging out for like at least 45 minutes or so, and then it's like, oh, I still got miles to do. It's hard to get ripped away from that. But I may just crash at the shelter coming up, I don't know. Still to be determined. And we're coming up on the Wadley Shelter. I think I'm gonna stay here tonight, and we got a fire going. And this is as far as I'm gonna make it. I'm just camped just a couple hundred feet up from the shelter. It's just down that way, down the trail. But this is a nice little spot. There's room for a couple of tents just right here. We're kind of just on the trail though. The trail just cuts right through these trees and goes off that way. But I figure this is my last night on trail. And because tomorrow we're going to be in a hotel, and then that's it. It's going to be a nice clear night. There's no clouds. Stars should be out. Full moon should be out. So it'll be nice. So I figure, yeah, let's stay in the tent. Last night on trail. Preparing for the last dinner. Lasagna and meat sauce. And that about wraps it up. I got dinner and everything else taken care of. I'm just going to settle in the tent for the night, and the sun's just now going down. So I'm going to plan on waking up nice and early, and probably night hiking a little bit on the way out of here to get the full mileage and everything that I need to hit for A-Ball Bridge. But we only got 2 days of hiking left, and that is it. This is going to be the end of the AT. So it's pretty exciting. I don't want to enjoy my last night on the trail. So we'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.